Aloha everybody, what is really good? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video, we're going to be talking about some ideas that the Jmods have for this year's Game Jam. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go!
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, Game Jam is something that Jagex has been doing yearly now, where some of the Jmods get the chance to create some new content based on ideas that they've had, as well as working with the community to produce things that they want. We've had several things come into the game because of Game Jam, things like revitalizing Lumbridge Crater, as well as the alchemical onyx jewelry. This time around, it is a 2-week event for the Jmods, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the longest we've ever had of a Game Jam. It's important to note that Game Jam updates aren't necessarily guaranteed to make into the game. In previous years, there's been a bunch of things that were shown off on Game Jam that never got to see the light of day. However, and this is just my speculation, but considering it is a 2-week Game Jam, it may be possible that these are way more likely to make it into the game than previous, especially since previous Game Jams have only been a day or two long. That said, I'm just going to jump into some of the ideas that some of the Jmods have revealed that they're going to be working on with this year's Game Jam via Twitter. So without any further ado, let's jump into the tweets. First off, we got Mod Raven. He says that him and Mod Osborne are going to work to create a small themed quest around a Raxor. Hopefully it'll be ready for Halloween, but he says he probably won't achieve that. But it'll definitely be interesting to see some backstory regarding that boss. So that'll be cool. Moving on, we got Mod Days, and he basically says that he'll be working on clue log titles. So these are pretty straightforward. Imagine you just get a title if you complete each different type of clue log. So I'm sure people will be cool trying to chase after that. He also does follow up by saying if anyone has any ideas for the titles or any small rewards that they can add to clues, you know, things that don't include models, so obviously probably already existing items that people feel might want to be added to clues, do let Mod Days know. In a similar vein, we got Mod Erator, and he's saying that he'll be working on golden clue scrolls. These will guarantee super awesome drops when you complete them. Don't know how you're going to be getting them, but I imagine it'll be something similar to master clues. Maybe whenever you complete a certain clue, you have a chance of just earning one of these golden clues, and then, you know, you're guaranteed to get something really juicy. Also, Mod Erator does continue to say that he wants to work on pinnable GE history. This way you don't have to worry about certain deals being spammed out from your GE history. You can pin some of the most important ones to the top. Moving on, we got Mod Ramen, and he wants to work on Violet is Blue Part 2, or a sequel to Violet is Blue. And based on the timing, I don't know, you know, the turnaround of these updates, but if he can get it done in time, this will probably be the Christmas event, considering Violet is Blue was the Christmas event last year. So that might be some insight into what we can expect in December. And the last thing I want to talk about is Mod Ryan, who says he's going to be working on a PVM Hub. I did talk about how Max Guild will not be accessible with the archaeology skill coming out, so Boss Portal would be inaccessible until you get 99, and that kind of is a problem. So moving the Boss Portal is one of the main goals for this hub, among other things. I don't know exactly what yet, but we're gonna have to wait and see in how these develop. So that's pretty much it. I have a link to every single tweet I talked about in this video down in the description below if you want to check it up and follow up on it. This doesn't necessarily mean that I've covered every single Jmod that happens to be taking part in the Game Jam. It's just what crossed my airwaves in terms of tweets. If there is more, we'll discuss it, and if they do go into greater detail on any one given update I talked about in this video, then it'll get a dedicated video as well, so stay tuned for that. With that, I'm gonna wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.